Hello Virgo, I'm here to do your reading. I'm trying to work out how to put you on the table here so you can see it's Virgo's reading. I'd love to have a good camera set up, but I guess that will come in time. So thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. I'm here to do your weekly read from the 4th to the 10th of November. So another week goes by. Really looking forward to the weekend. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, I'd love to have you on board. If my readings don't resonate, you know the drill. You can either go and check out other aspects of your natal sign or move on. To be honest with you, sometimes readings just don't resonate, and you know, it's funny because I keep the readers and sometimes even my favourite ones don't resonate, but then next week around they do. So it just happens that way. Sometimes, some weeks I go on and start listening and nothing resonates, and then I get a bit cheesed off, so I stop watching. And you would think that I could do my own readings and listen, but for some unknown reason, your own readings don't resonate with you very often at all. Every now and again I do a reading and go, yeah, I can relate to that. So anyway, Virgo, cards I'm using are the Golden Tarot by Cat Black, and you have the Chariot. I like it a lot. So the Chariot talks about things moving forward quickly. Now I've got to say, I've done the Aquarius and the Gemini reading. There is lots of movement for people at the moment. Not quite sure what's going on. We've all felt a bit stuck. It's been really apparent in the last few readings, including the November one, that people were very, very much stuck in situations where they're working on their own stuff. But I feel like there's movement now. So you have movement. Now you could be buying a new car, you could be going on holidays with this card. But the Chariot generally talks about having forward movement, being able to sort of set your eyes on something and go. It's a funny card though, because in some packs it has sphinxes driving the chariot, which are sitting there. So it's almost like you're ready to go, but you really haven't chosen a direction yet. But with that one, it's moving. Okay, so the first card we have out is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is a fairly fast-moving card. He has his sword held high, so he's ready to take action on something without a doubt. His horse is pacing. He's really ready to deliver a message. And this often can be an apology. So you may have forward movement in the Chariot because you've had an apology or someone's spoken some truth to you that's helped release you up so you can move forward. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Swords. So you may have been betrayed by someone previously, and maybe they're coming in to apologise to you. It does show the Knight of Swords slaying a dragon here. So maybe this is about you moving forward because you've been betrayed and now you're sort of slaying that old dragon and able to move forward. So it could be something like that for you too. This could be that you've done a lot of internal work here and you've finally got the edge on it and you're ready to go. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Swords. A lot of sword energy, Virgo. A lot of like in your head, thinking, ideas, movement in your head, conceptualizing, strategizing. Very, very airy energy for a Virgo. But you're thinking about things a lot. So, okay, the way I see this reading at the moment isn't a great reading. Well, it is, but it's not. What's happened here doesn't look so great. So we have the Chariot. So you're definitely moving forward from something. I feel like there's been some sort of betrayal here. And with the Seven of Swords, I feel like someone stabbed you in the back. Someone's done something dirty, down and dark and deep. Because you are now moving. You are surging forward. You have slayed that dragon, whatever it was for you, and you are ready to move forward. So you've done some incredibly good work at the moment. You need to be careful that you don't start getting stuck in your head thinking about this. But what I can say to you is that you've healed, and I like that. The healing is such an important process. And look at this. Look what you've done. You've brought in the sunshine here. This is beautiful. So what you're in fact doing is you're healing from something and you're bringing the sun back into your life again. So it may have been a very, very dark period for you, Virgo. A very dark period. I feel like you've had something happen that you've been feeling really betrayed about, but you've been able to get past it now and move forward. Okay, so then we have the Ten of Cups, and now you're bringing into your life what you wanted to start with. So I feel you've been betrayed because you thought you were getting the Sun and the Ten of Cups and you didn't. You got treachery or deceit, or you got treated really badly. Now this won't relate to everybody, and it may be, they're saying to me, it may be varying degrees for people too. So for some of you, this has been a very deep hurt, and for others of you, it's just something that you've been able to move past. Okay. Queen of Wands. Sorry, sometimes when I'm reading I get energies here, so I sometimes have spirits around who want to deliver messages to you. So if you hear me pause sometimes, it's because I'm waiting for somebody to speak. I can feel their energy. So we have the Queen of Cups here. Now the Queen of Cups talks about water signs, so it can be a Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer. Now this betrayal could have been for some of you, not for everyone, but the betrayal could have been by someone close to you, a woman close to you, quite possibly your mother. So I'm putting that out there because I think you've had to cut this person off now with this Knight of Swords. So whoever this person was, can be a male too. I feel quite a lot of narcissistic energy here. And I'm thinking you have had to cut this person out of your life because she's done some damage to you. Now, it could be that it's a love interest as well. It could also be that you've sought help from someone as well, that may be a counsellor or a person that's close to you to talk to. Because there feels to me a sort of split energy on this Queen of Coins. Like for some of you, it's been somebody who has done you wrong, but for others of you, you've sought out the energy of this person to talk to get some advice from. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Wands. So you're definitely moving forward here, and I love now that you have this passion back. This card sits on the Sun, so it says to me that you've found your passion, and I really like that because I feel like you've been in a very dark hole for a very long time. Yes, I understand that some of you may not have been such a big hole or a long time. For some of you, it may have been a very quick passing energy where you've been able to say, this is no good, don't want it in my life, get rid of it. But you've definitely got a brand new start here, and you found this passion in you that you'd forgotten. Oh, look at this. And you're bringing in abundance now. So, okay, so for some of you, this situation that you've got away from, especially if you've done it with a very narcissistic person around you, I feel like you've done work on yourself to free yourself up from some of the negative thinking that you've had in your past, some of the things you've been taught about yourself that weren't real. Because it's like you've turned this around now and you're moving forward, understanding, you know, how you can manifest things by just getting rid of your negative thinking. It does stop us from manifesting, because what happens, we get all positive, we go, yeah, we're going to do this, and that little voice in our head says, oh, you can't do that, you're not good enough, you're not big enough, you're not tall enough. And we listen to the little voice rather than the one that we are given by our higher self. So it's like listening to your ego, not to your true self. And I feel like this is what's been going on. But for some of you now, you've got away from this energy. You will actually understand the power of manifestation, because you're bringing in now what you want. This is a lovely energy coming in. And look at this, Wheel of Fortune, karma turning in your favour. I can't make this shit up, right? So for you, Virgo, you're turning everything, your thinking's turning around. You're no longer thinking negatively. You're really understanding your true power and where you are. And I like that a lot. But the universe is delivering now. The universe is delivering you what you need, what you should have. And you've got the Page of Wands up the front here. So it sort of left me in a little bit of a quandary here, because I'm thinking there's someone getting a message to you now. I'm going to put another card on it. Now, I don't always do this, okay, because I don't need to clarify, but I have this Page of Wands here. Yes, okay. All right, I'm glad I pulled the next card for you. Okay, so we have the Lovers. So For some of you, you've been in a really bad situation. Maybe you haven't been able to manifest a love into your life, or you've been in some sort of situation that's caused you betrayal. It could have been due to a narcissistic parent, without any doubt about it, and now you're breaking free from that energy. It could have been a narcissistic relationship, but someone's betrayed you here because there's this feeling of deceit. But what I see here is a person who's really forging ahead in that Chariot, and you've been able to now heal that past wound. So if you've been spending your life thinking, why do I keep getting these shit relationships, bringing in these horrible people? Why does that happen? It could have been because of your upbringing. But what I'd like to tell you is now, you're now bringing in the person you should have been with in the first place. How do I know that? Because you have the Wheel of Fortune here, and you have this card of abundance. So you've manifested something really incredible into your life. So good for you, Virgo. We do have time to pull a quick oracle card. Oh, what a beautiful reading. I love a good story. Very straightforward story. Someone's messaging you here. Someone that's either just going to proposition you, but the right person's coming in for you now. So if you've had some pretty tough luck with relationships, you're about to be rewarded. And we've got enlightenment. How beautiful is that? I can't get myself organised though. I moved my table around and now I can't get my table right. Okay, so we have number 2 here. Okay, we have the card of enlightenment. So I think this is absolutely perfect. And underneath it talks about inspiration, epiphanies, and innovation. Very, very beautiful for you, Virgo. Okay, it says there will be a shift in your thinking and a breakthrough regarding a difficult situation. You will be rethinking energy sources and creating alternatives for power and energy. Independence and freedom of thought and thinking. Original stance, innovation, and strokes of genius lead to enlightenment. Working with this card, it says, make time to listen to your inner guidance, which will have bright ideas for you at this time. Attempt to move beyond habitual solutions to issues that feel entrenched. Dare to try something unusual and innovative. It might just work. It will work. Thanks, Virgo.